Blessings, everyone. I hope you are doing good. I am in a metro bus here in Washington, D.C. I am passing Howard University here, a historical black university that is so huge. This facility is huge. All of these buildings are part of the university, stretching all the way at the back and across the street. And I'm thinking of our children in South Africa, especially black young children who have finished university, and I have met some of them here in Washington, D.C. doing au pair and hoping to get something better in this country. And my heart sinks every time when I think of our children, of what they have had to take or actually downgrade to after graduating from university, instead of taking on those huge jobs that we used to take way back in the days and occupy space in the corporate world. That is not the case for our children. A lot of South African children are coming here to just work for nothing but peanuts, working as au pair, looking after people's children and homes, something that we have never thought it will happen to our South African children. What is happening, guys? I read one comment, and this lady is in the UK, and she was just saying that she went to the UK years ago, decades ago, and she went to do au pair there, and she was earning 20 pounds at that time. To think of the money that our young kids, South African kids who are living abroad in the Western world doing au pair are earning these days, it's far less than what even their elders used to earn. Sitting in this bus, and I've been watching a lot of young people getting in and getting out because it's closer to the university, and I'm just wondering, asking myself, what is the future of our children? Will they be able to reach the standard that most of us had reached way back then? Because I'm not even going to say during apartheid, because at that time we were able to just fight with education and also get a chance to advance. When we came to universities here in America, it was because we wanted to achieve something, and we were given the right spaces to advance to a certain level so that we can go back and fight apartheid back at home as educated as we were. What has changed South Africa? What has put us into the situation where our children are in the Western world doing mediocre work and earning nothing after they have graduated from university? This just made me think. I'm just in the shop shopping. I am far older than these kids, and I came here for a different reason other than what they've come in here for. But it makes me sad to think that our children are being exposed to something like this just because. I'm not going to go too political, but it's just so sad that we have a black government in South Africa, but our black kids are being reduced into doing au pair in the Western world and earning nothing, with no chances of growing further than where they are. Oh, sorry guys, I beg your pardon. Let me introduce myself.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and thank you guys for tuning in. My name is Velile. I am a lifestyle blogger from South Africa, currently living here in Washington, D.C. I've just come out of the store. The wind is blowing. It's crazy, but the sun is out and the weather is warm. So it's a mixture of so many things today. Welcome to my life here in Washington, D.C. So let's go guys and explore more.
Guys, Every time I am in this bus, I ask myself, why do I pay when people come in and they just don't pay? People just don't pay here. But anyway, that's the story of another day. We have our own problems in South Africa, and I'm here to discuss them. We were still talking about our children suffering and working as au pair, looking after people's children after graduating from university. Let me just go home and we'll take the subject further when I get home, because we still have a lot to discuss regarding this. I'm talking to my daughter over there. I'm talking to my daughter. I just came back from the store. I bought these canisters, and there are 8 of them just to store food inside the cupboards. And I have here.
Hi YouTube. Hi.
Hi. What is that thing that came out when I go straight to you? Oh yeah, say hi YouTube.
Hi YouTube. Hi gang.
Hi village gang.
Hi village gang.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That is my daughter, guys. I'm sure you know her. I have featured her several times on this channel. So yeah, she is in California. She lives in California, and I'm here in Washington DC. We are about 3 hours apart from each other. She is 3 hours behind me, so sometimes we do catch up. I am cooking a very simple and very healthy meal, but delicious. I just want to carry on with this subject matter. Today's subject matter, it is really one that is worrying me a lot, because I have experienced this life. Once upon a time in the late 1980s, my husband and I decided to come to United States to further our education. He was accepted on a scholarship. At that time, most of the scholarships that were available for black students or black people or black youth, they were in support of us because we were under the apartheid regime. At that time, if you are a student that is doing very well at school, you'll apply through EOC. That was the NGO that was linked to United States and some other countries, where you can apply to go to a university of your choice, and then they will place you there and they will pay for your fees and give you a stipend on top of it. My husband got that scholarship. We were already married and we came to United States. My daughter was born here in United States in the early 90s, and she is over 30 now. When we talk every single day, we talk about these issues of what we see here. I took my daughter back to South Africa after we finished studying here. Actually, when my husband finished studying here, because I was 2 years behind, I started studying, and immediately he got a scholarship to further his master's degree at the London School of Economics. So I had to move with my children to London, and then from there I went back to South Africa and left him in London to finish his master's degree after my mother passed away. My husband and many other black students during that time were offered scholarships from their undergraduate degrees all the way to their master's degrees. My husband did a master's degree through a scholarship that was organized by an NGO, South African NGO, that was working with those who could provide for those scholarships in the Western world. I just want you to hold it there. I'll talk to you guys when I wake up in the morning. My food is looking scrumptious and delicious. Let me have dinner and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow about this further. What happened to NGOs that are so loyal to improving and developing South Africa. There are so many NGOs around South Africa, and I can tell you right now, it's very rare to find one that is dedicated to education as much as we had ones that were dedicated to education during the apartheid regime. Those were not funded by the apartheid regime. The apartheid regime was just against us furthering our education. The Western world helped us to further our education so that we can go back and be resourceful to our South African country. We built that country. We built it to the level where it is. We fought the struggle. Some of our peers, they lost their lives. I remember during the early 90s, late 80s, when I arrived in the United States, there were people who had been here and been exiled for a long time. They are still here in the United States. Some of them are suffering, and some of them have made a life for themselves and their children. Well, let me get to the point of what I would like to see happening. I would like to see those people who are opening NGOs just to get tenders within South Africa to also consider education so that they can advance with other people. Then we can have people who are resourceful to build South Africa. Maybe as I am talking to you right now, there is someone who is also doing that. If you are, please comment down below and let us know of what you are doing and how can young people reach out to you so that they can get those scholarships, because I am very sure there are still very rich people who are willing to support a black child from South Africa to further her education if the child is smart enough to come and study abroad. I'm just not going to bore you guys with a lot of this, but that's what I really wanted to address and talk about on this video. Okay, please carry on and watch the video, because I'm just going to finish up cleaning here and then I'll make breakfast for myself and then call it quits. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for supporting this channel. This is a Wednesday video. I'll post another video on Sunday. So we are going to be seeing each other twice a week from now on. And I hope you are enjoying these videos. So please pass the video to other people. And then if you do have information or a link for anyone who can help anybody to further their studies abroad, and they run an organization or know of anyone who's running an organization, please comment down below or contact me. I will put my details down below so that we can be able to help those who are clever enough to come and compete educationally in the Western world and then go back home and be as resourceful as those who are needed in South Africa. Until the next video, I'll see you guys on Sunday. Bye bye.